Hello and welcome to my forward look video. It's a wonderful crisp winter's morning on the terrace of the House of Commons. You can see the scaffolding that is increasingly shrouding the Houses of Parliament. But I started this morning with an early bird watching session. The RSPB took a group of MPs around St James's Park, teeming with bird life and all sorts of exotic bird life, Hawaiian geese, birds from Russia, but no sparrows. Really interesting to see what's on our doorstep, and it's to help promote this weekend's Big Garden Bird Watch, which everyone can get involved with this weekend, counting birds in your garden or your locality and feeding back the data to the RSPB to see which birds are most at threat and which birds are doing well. So do take part if you can. Talking about being out in the cold, we had a brisk street surgery in Lancing on Saturday, but we're also, with the help of Councillor Paul Mansfield, who spent a week being a rough sleeper to see really the problems facing some of the rough sleepers, a decreasing amount of rough sleepers, I'm glad to say we have in the constituency, but he has launched a collect a sock campaign, and lots of people came along and donated socks which are being distributed to homeless rough sleepers and through the Worthing Soup project as well. So if you've got any old socks you've given for Christmas, don't want them, particularly thick socks, then you can deposit them at the Ada Civic Centre in Shoreham, or give them to Paul himself. Now, Parliament's back in full swing. We've just passed the Queen's speech debate. That went through with a majority of 87. So the programme for government for the next year, which I set out in my newsletters on my website, gets going. We've got some bills that are starting this week. Today, we are doing the Farm Payment Scheme bill, which is all about the new arrangements after Brexit and after the Common Agricultural Policy for how we compensate and subsidise farmers for good agriculture, environmentally friendly agriculture in this country in the future. Then tomorrow we have got another important bill. It's called the Telecommunications Infrastructure Leasehold Property Bill, which is all about facilitating gigabit broadband connectivity by 2025 UK-wide. And I'm really pleased that we just had the announcement of £2 million from the government to help that be achieved in West Sussex, where we're in the vanguard of promoting superfast fibre broadband, connecting the whole of Worthing and Ada in particular. I've got a series of meetings this week with Macmillan around various NHS things, a meeting about the ban on trophy hunting, which I very much support, and importing animal trophies, disgusting animal trophies into this country. I've got a meeting with the Palestinian Education Minister. We've got David Attenborough coming to Parliament, which will be fascinating. And we're reforming the various all-party groups that are an important part of this place. I'm being re-elected as the chair of the all-party mindfulness group, and also the 1950s women's pensions issue, the so-called WASPI women. We're reforming that, and I've been co-chair of that for the last few years. Then later on in the week, I've got a busy Friday. I'm going to be visiting the wonderful outfit that is Camellia Kids in Worthing. I'm going to a new school opening in Worthing as well. I've got a meeting with the hospitality industry in Worthing and seeing various businesses as well. And I've got a Lancing surgery. If you want an appointment, ring up the office in Shoreham, and then I should be in Findon Valley for most of Saturday morning. So it's a busy week. Parliament is getting back to normal. We're getting on with the business of delivering the government's programme, winning some votes and getting legislation through, which I think we're all really relieved about.